Good afternoon. We're out here at Frogtown, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We're here at Frogtown.
This will be our new home for the next
few days.
And see, today we're actually just sitting in the parking lot.
We're in the parking lot. They wouldn't quite let us in yet.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us. I'm not going to blame them. Do you blame them?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, thank you. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're back for another edition of the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County.
A little early?
A little early, yes. And we're actually going to start off with a little bit of hard news.
Sort of like breaking news,
breaking
actually.
News.
I just talked to the Calaveras County Sheriff's Department, and there's a missing person in the county today, and it is an 87-year-old Blue Lake Springs resident, actually. Dale R. Smith went missing about 11 to 11:30 this morning. That was the last time he was seen at NOLA and Moran Road in Arnold, and he has not been seen since. So the Sheriff's Department is actually asking for public input and public help in trying to find this 87-year-old man. Now, when he was last seen, he was wearing a white or beige pullover with black stripes on the shoulders, blue jeans, black tennis shoes, and he's bald and he's graying on the sides. So if you see him or have seen him sometime today, they would appreciate it if you called the department at 754-6500 or 911 so that they can get him safely back home.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't like to have missing persons around here.
No, there aren't very many missing persons around here. Some people come up here to go missing, but that was not the case with Mr. Smith. So if you have any information on him, the Sheriff's Department would really appreciate it if you gave them a call.
Yes.
Yes.
And good luck finding Mr. Smith.
Yes, definitely.
Now, we're out here at Frogtown. Now, this place is starting... Yeah, you're going to hear a little bit of wind noise, and we apologize for that, but it's better than the allergies I had last night.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know, at least it's the wind snorting and whistling
That's right,
about me.
of you.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, we're actually in the parking lot, and it's starting to fill up, and behind us we'll park here.
Yes,
as you see.
If you look behind us, these are the trailers, and they're actually semi-permanent homes for the people who display their animals every year here.
Because they're out here for lots of times, almost all week. Huh?
Absolutely. Yeah. All week they have to take care of their animals all week, so they come out here and they camp, and hopefully get a camping spot, and then they take care of their animals all week.
Yeah,
Yes.
and people can, and off here to our left, the headquarters, there people are signing in, doing all that stuff, getting
their tickets, and it's actually kind of bustling.
It is. Mm-hmm. And so the gates open tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. And we're going to be broadcasting live from here tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
So,
exactly. Miss Calaveras pageant tomorrow night. Saddle Queen is tomorrow night as well. And it should be a good show.
Yeah, it should.
Definitely. Definitely. And in other news, actually, Board of Supervisors actually met today. And Parks and Rec Task Force / Committee was actually, the budget was approved.
Yes.
For that particular committee.
That was a recommendation from the study session.
Exactly, recommendation. So it'll come back probably in a few weeks as an actual resolution. And hopefully that'll get Calaveras County some money for their parks.
Drive-in movies.
I don't know about drive-in movies. But parks would be good because the parks in our county are completely community funded.
Right.
So, and there are some beautiful parks. So this would actually provide some much.
And there's some reason for this, and I think it's nice because as the county grows and becomes more of a tourist destination and things like that,
exactly.
If you have a community park like White Pines or something like that really gets impacted on heavy weekends and things like that, then the county can help
offset those costs of operation. Now, White Pines has a beach.
It does.
It has a beach.
It does. And in case you're up there, I'm usually up there in a thong. Just kidding. Didn't want to freak anybody out.
Hopefully he turns the phone off when he goes to the park. And in other actually county news, the Valley and Cooper management.
Yeah, Valley Cooper and Associates.
That's right. And Associates management, I guess it would be called contract for the Community Development Department was actually approved for $212,000.
Yes, it was.
And apparently it's for staff training, we found out.
Yeah, well, I guess it's we spoke briefly with Supervisor Tryon, and it is for to augment staff help, because I think they're also going to try to bring plan checks back inside. There's some different things, some things that needed to happen. And Valley Cooper is a very well-respected construction management company.
Yes.
So not only are they contractors that do large projects, they also have a staff of consultants that actually help out municipal departments. For example, they actually run Elk Grove
and El Dorado,
I believe some other ones. And they don't like to do it as a long-term position. Usually they go in for a couple of years, try to get everything patched up and running smoothly, and then
ease their way
back out.
Exactly. And they don't actually run Elk Grove. They just run the planning and building
department. Yes. But I think that this really bodes well, because I know that there's, if you've been looking at the press the last 6 months, there's been a lot of discussion and back and forth on planning and building departments. Now this should go a long way towards helping
those issues and helping the staff, which I always think is fabulous. The staff is fabulous, but helping the staff and the public sort of come together a little more, I guess.
Right, and I think contractors are probably excited about
that as well. It should help the backlog.
It should.
That's taken place.
Now, I know what I heard from a few weeks ago. That we haven't read the exact document yet on this, but I know that there was going to be some anticipated there was going to be some performance guarantees written in.
Yes.
So, for example, things like a specified time on turnaround on plans and that type of stuff, and that should be helpful.
And of course, that depends on the type of plan it is.
Correct.
Because obviously a 1,000-home subdivision is not going to have a very quick turnaround, but if you're just reinstalling lighting in your house that needs a building permit,
well, I think some of those they're actually going to try to move to across the counter. There was a whole list of things that they had hoped for, simple things that they could be across counter permitting. So that way there would be.
So that would help ease the burden for people who are just doing home improvements.
Correct.
Exactly. Because technically, anytime you do anything with your electricity, apparently you need a building permit. We won't talk about my house.
Now, should we segue to fire?
That's right. Yeah, that says something about my house too. Actually, fire season started this week.
Yes.
And burn permits are now required. And you can get those from your local CDF office. And you're only allowed to burn on certain days with a burn permit.
And it's also night-only burning now.
Yes.
So that is one of the things. And I think just to help reinforce everybody is we stopped by CDF a little earlier. I guess it's Cal Fire now, so it's not CDF.
Yes, that's right. It's Cal Fire. It's a little.
And one of the things that Nancy Longmore wanted to get out was they really want to stress the perimeters, the 100-foot, because this year everything is already so dry, and we've had a couple little small fires already.
Yes.
And we want to try to provide good fire coverage, but we also want to balance it by not being alarmists.
That's right.
Because I think that, especially in heavy seasons, we want to be there and hopefully provide good information and timely information if, in fact, we need it. But we really don't want to cry uncle at every burn pile that.
That's true.
And I think that it's going to be a balancing act, because we're probably going to be talking a lot about